What's up? What's up, good people? Wow, imekuwa masiku. It's been long, guys. So, welcome once again to FM show. Asanteni sana mazeni, nimekuwa busy. I don't remember the last time we were shooting, but I know there's a story they have been putting 1-2 short stories. But today, mama turudi. I want to greet all of you. Hope mmekuwa poa. Siasa imewapeleka vizuri, kura mmepiga poa. Alafu tutangoja kesho tuanze kusikia cup that and we hope Kenya is going to be peaceful. So once again, welcome to FM show. Today tuko na rafiki yangu hapa, nataka tupige story na yeye. Kwanza kabisa niwaambieni asante kwa kuendelea kusubscribe. Now we are at 260. Polepole ndio mwendo, lakini sasa nataka tufanye haraka. Although haraka ina baraka, lakini sasa nataka tufanye haraka yenye iko na baraka. So guys, welcome once again to the FM show. Tumekuwa tumeshikana kwa kibarua, kwa kazi, but once in a while we can sit down and have some stories. Now the first time we are going to have a visitor. Sasa leo tuko na mtu wa kuinterview. So this is a friend of mine. We went to college together. He was 1 year down from me. We did a lot of things, and later he decided, you know what? Kama Solomon, mambo yote ulimwengu is vanity. And then aka decide to join the priesthood. So guys, go with me and help me invite my friend Jacob. Kuja tupige story. So it's called Jacob. He's going to be telling us more about his life. Yaje bwana.
Popa sana. Nikachonja bwana.
Mshukuru. Madem. So this is a friend of mine. Nakwambia tulikuwa naye college, tulikuwa naye university for those years until 2017. Mimi nikatoka nikamwacha pale. He actually later even went for his masters. And then hapo katikati ya masters akasema mambo yote ulimwengu yote ni bure, na yeye akasema wacha aende akafanye mambo ya kanisa. So Jacob,
yes my brother,
welcome bwana. This is the FM show.
Thank you.
Na asante sana kwa kufika huku.
Nashukuru sana kwa kunivite.
Yes.
It has been long.
Very long actually.
Busy. And shule pale na pale, so thank you for inviting.
Is that school really?
Yeah, it is cool.
Is that school?
Yeah. In fact, masomo ni mingi kuliko sana even more than campus. But now, sio mingi in that perspective, but time, the personal studies. What difference between colleges, high schools, and major seminary? Is major seminary, the program is fixed.
Ngoja kwanza, unaenda mbio sana. So tell us, what is your name? Where are you born? Where are you raised? Where do you go for your primary school?
Yeah.
Secondary? Because I know you from college. From the time you joined Chuka University, that's when you met, and I know that story. But now, where are you born?
Good. I'm Jacob Mwanzo Nichodemus. Nichodemus is my father. My mother is Bretta. I'm born from this county, Kitui County, and from Kitui Diocese, from our Catholic Church. I'm from Kitui Central Constituency. I'm from Boma Parish. I'm just from a local area called Kwangindu. That's where I was raised, and I went to Central Primary at the center of in town. I went there from 2000 to 2008, yes. Then I never did well, so I repeated 09 in the local school.
Kumbe unakurudia?
Yeah, mimi ni mtu wa kurudia. So nikarudia Kwangindu 2009, I did my KCP. Then 2010 I joined Form 1 at Musengo Secondary, Kitui West Constituency. Then 2013 nikamaliza with a good grade. Then I got an opportunity to join university, so I joined Chuka University to do Bachelor in Commerce. I specialize in insurance and risk management. That's where we met.
That is from 24. You actually joined
2014.
June 2014.
2014.
Yes.
June 2014.
Mm.
But we met 2015.
Really?
No,
We met 2014.
It was 2015, the second semester.
Uh-huh.
The January, April semester.
You are 1.2.
Yes, 1.2.
My 2.2.
Yeah, you are 2.2.
Okay.
Yeah. That's when we got to.
Hey, Mike in a misbehave.
It's okay.
It's okay, guys.
Yeah.
Si mtu support mazee tununue mic vizuri.
So please subscribe, guys. So
yes, subscribe. Yeah.
just subscribe. Support.
Mm.
Yeah. So to 2014 to 2018, that's when I finished
You
my
undergraduate. Mm.
And then after that, I went to work at Nakuru, Naivasha, with a company called Copia Kenya Limited.
Kazi ngumu sana. Ulikuwa unalia kila siku.
Difficult.
Unalia nitumie.
My brother, it was very difficult because it was sales work and
unauza ndio ulipwe.
You know, it's not the normal sales. You know, it's not the normal sales that I'll come at your door with like
the product.
No, you sell a product which you don't have. You have to convince that person to buy and to give you money.
How does it work, bro?
And it was very difficult. So it was like an online supermarket, like Jumia and all that. But now you have to pay for that product to come
before I get it.
Before you get it. And this target which you're supposed to achieve by the end of the month.
As a seller now.
As a seller now. And it was very difficult. One, language barrier. It was in Kikuyu, Central Kenya. So
mama anataka kununua mizigo na Kikuyu.
Secondly, the product was not that expensive. It was cheaper. Now you are going to get hostility from the local traders. Because now I have my own shop. You have come in that area.
What were you selling? What product were you selling?
It's just like everything a supermarket can sell. Sandals, mabati. Yeah. So I think the product which I was lucky enough to sell more, it was building products. Mabati, cement. Because the company, it facilitates the transport to your homestead.
For delivery.
But now you have to pay a half of the money. Now you are having
what kind of a company is that? The name is?
Copia Limited. But now it has grown. I think. Copia Limited. Yeah, you can get it. It has grown. I think Machakos.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was difficult. Because.
How long were you there?
I was there for 6 months.
6 months.
The first 3 months, in fact, the first 4, you're not being paid. You haven't been given 6,000. You are just been given 6,000.
For
upkeep. And then per week you have been given 850 per day for transport because you are really traveling and you are spending a lot on.
Can you remember some of your friends that you were there together?
Yes. Even my friend, a very close friend of mine, Abed was there. I brought him there.
Abed was there.
I was there.
Nasikiza kwa na maringo sana juu ya pesa. Abed wewe.
No, sasa tukipata pesa.
Ameshaomoka kwa jamaa.
Ameshaomoka.
Kwa hiyo kaza kuna kazi mpaka umaumene hiyo.
Kana mbeza kama ku. But now like
but we are coming for you.
The inner circle, my inner circle, when you left me there, almost like 7 of them, I brought them to that company. Because
so you were in Nakuru for 6 months.
For 6 months.
Later you left.
Later I left.
Now you went to college. Back to college for your masters.
Because of the difficulties I was facing there,
you left your.
I left. In fact, I left. But now when I was leaving, I wasn't leaving for me to join masters.
You went for other business.
Yes, but originally I was leaving for me to join seminary. That is back in 2018 December. I had already made up my decision.
Tunakuja hapo kwanza.
Slowly.
So umekuwa Nakuru, umetoka Nakuru.
Yeah.
Where did you go next?
I went back for my masters.
Immediately.
Yes, but that wasn't the plan.
Okay.
When I was leaving, that wasn't the plan.
Ulikuwa unataka kutafuta kazi nyingine?
Yeah. So when I came, when I went to look for a job, I was told, now come with the certificate. I was yet to collect my certificate. Yeah. So I went to Chuka to collect my certificate. So when I went there, someone, we were just talking with a friend of mine, and then he convinced me it's good for you to upgrade your studies, but it was costly. I had no that money, but I chose because you never know. One day, I just chose to apply. I wasn't aware where that money is going to come from, but I believe in God.
So you applied still in Chuka?
Yeah, in Chuka. Because it was cheaper, because I was just there as an undergraduate student. So I applied and then I came back to Kitui. So when I came, one of my former employers to my dad, I explained to him, he's from Denmark, he's called Alan. Alan, thank you.
Your friends abroad.
Yeah, I have
Your
people.
friends kuzunguni bwana.
I have people, man. You should know people.
Uko na marafiki kuzunguni.
I have friends, man. You should know people.
You know my Kamba people will tell you, hey, uzunguni.
Yeah. Yeah, so I explained to them and they offered to pay my master's fees.
Full. The friend is called
Alan.
Thank you very much, Alan.
Alan Philip.
We really appreciate your support.
Yeah, so Alan, but now he was giving me the money per semester. So he gave me the first 70,000. And now
Semester 1.
Yeah, you can just imagine the deadline to report was on 29th January. And now we just got the money on 28th January. So I have to wake up very early in the morning to go and report.
At least to pay.
Yeah, pay. But now I don't even have a house. I don't even have the transport.
But that's a place you've been there for 4 years plus.
So I paid 65,000 to be honest. I paid 65,000.
You catch something.
Yeah, 5,000.
Kwanza 5,000 ukabet.
No. I was kids na betting bwana, lakini muhindi bwana, this government nakat. So the 5,000 I used for transport and maybe
at least somewhere to sleep the first day.
Yeah.
As you catch up now.
Yeah. So and then I left my mom and dad working out to get the 5,000. Yeah, and that's how I started my masters.
So you mzungu alikuwa anakulipia tu tuition
fee.
About how where you stay, where you sleep, that's your business.
Yeah.
Okay. So you went for masters?
Yeah, I went for master.
What master?
I
What were you
did
doing with your masters?
Masters in business administration. Yes. It
Did
was
you
an
finish?
applicant.
Have you finished?
No.
You took another break for 10 years.
8. Say 8.
It's going to be 8 years now.
Yes. From now.
Wow. So, bro, you have reported for your masters. How long were you there for masters?
2 years.
2 years.
Yes.
And you didn't finish?
I finished the coursework. I started the project. But now the COVID thing came.
It sent you home.
Yeah, it sent me home.
Now from COVID.
Yeah, now
Different
from
story.
COVID when
Now we are that. Sasa tuko pale mahali sasa.
Yeah.
Bro, what happened? How did you decide? How did you just wake up from you've gone to school? Anyways, sisemi watu wa Mungu hawafai kusoma, but you are looking at this investment in primary school, and of course he's a firstborn because I know his family.
Yeah.
Yeye ndiye tegemeo wa familia tunaona. Kama sister mdogo na kijana mdogo yule mdogo. So the family is really looking at you. These people have really put a lot of money in you because I understand they paid a lot of money for you undergraduate.
Yes.
Hii ni mzungu imekuja na kulipia masters. Bro, you wake up one day and say, kaput. I want to go and serve God.
No. It wasn't just like an event. It is a process.
How did it come?
I never woke up a day and said no. Boom, I'm going to join seminary. No, it's something I tried to fight even when I was in my undergraduate studies. But now the social world during my undergraduate and I was still young,
Turembo.
Yeah, Turembo pale. And then mimi ni Turembo hapa na pale.
Alafu kala hii rangi.
Ya tao bwana.
Rangi ya tao.
Ya tao. And then I was in that age of trying to identify myself. So
it was social identification.
Yes, so I wanted to join seminary before I came to university, but I wasn't convinced.
That is 2013.
But
you are really fighting.
Yes, but I wasn't convinced. So I said, if really God has called me to serve Him as a priest,
Anionyeshe.
even 2013, then he should not have given me that grade to join university.
Ungeanguka tu
Ningepata tu the minimum C+.
Ndio uende.
Yeah, but now I said maybe it's because okay, mimi nimelelewa church.
Lakini si ati Mungu pia anapenda watu wenye ni useless.
One, you need to understand God does not call foolish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So mbona ulikuwa unaomba usipate grade? Unaona hii nimepata hii ya kwenda hii ni ya kufanya masters. Hii nyingine ndio ya kwenda priesthood.
The notion in the world that
wale mapasa ni wale watu.
That is the notion. That is not from us.
The notion.
That is the notion from society.
Notion
Like
from
honestly, hata siku hizi like a parent. Tell me for example, your father amekulipia hiyo pesa. Kama amekupeleka a good school, primary school, an academy, you know, and spend a lot of money. Then you score 400. Then ukitakuja kumwambia unamwambia baba nataka kwenda kufanya biology. I think you'll be beaten. For once, parents will not entertain that.
Sure. Yeah.
That is the truth. Hata tukificha aje, hata tuongea aje, that is the truth, guys. Like people like our society has not accepted really that service to God is also it also pays. I think it pays. Apart from even working for God, it also pays.
And most important, it requires sacrifice, a lot of sacrifice.
So, bro, umeamua sasa. Now you are in your second year masters.
Yes, I'm doing my.
When did the decision just hit you?
Now, that's 2019. By end of 2019, in our church, we have a procedure. The way mass is done, So they have been brought up. I've been an altar boy
in a Catholic school. Catholic church.
Yeah, for several years. So I used to serve at the altar. So September to December of 2019, then I was feeling like it's like I'm missing something in my life.
The call is just
no, I started feeling guilty.
Persistent.
Yes.
The call was persistent.
And it was really heating up. So I felt like it's like I'm losing something. It's like I'm supposed to do something. So I was like, no, I'm not convinced. So I went to talk with the parish priest from that Dagani parish from Chuka. Then he told me, my son, I cannot make the decision for you. I don't tell you to join seminary.
Why does it seem to be so difficult for
someone,
for priests to to lure? Let me use that word.
Yeah,
like to make a decision. Like lazima akwambie it's good, it is what I expected, but the final decision rests with you.
Because now the final decision for you to join seminary, it is you can never. It's like, let me use because of lack of a better word.
It's difficult.
You can never turn back, and even if you turn back, you'll never fit in the society. You see, you'll never fit in the society. So, the priest or even the religious men and women will never tell you to join seminary. They will encourage you, but the final decision,
they tell you service to God is good.
Because it's never easy. Those 8 years, it's never easy.
But since you joined, you are unakuwa tu sawa.
Yeah, for me, I always thank God, but I always think that I joined seminary.
So you wake up one day, you make a decision
that it's final. I'm not going to.
You've gone to priest
in the join seminary. So priest akaniambia, make the decision for you. Pray hard.
Make sure it's a yes from God.
From God. So I decided now. I fought this call for long.
You've tried to reject.
Let I make the decision. Even if I'm not called, God will call me on the way. You see? That's
a decision, bro.
That was...
Even if this call is not true,
it was true.
I'll make a step. God will really call me as I come to Him.
As I come to Him. Because maybe now, if God has not called me, let Him call me because I'm desperate to be called.
Wow. You really wanted to serve?
Yeah. Now, it's reached a point that nothing else I want. I just want to be a priest.
Ukapiga magoti kaambia Mungu, mimi ndio huyo nakuja.
Yeah, and I wrote this letter in an office in BSR 001.
BSR 001.
No.
Those
01.
guys who have been to Chuka
University,
BSR 001.
You understand that?
It is the right wing, right?
Yeah, the right
business studies and business.
Yeah, business block, faculty.
On the right hand side.
Yeah, so
then there is center offices, then there is BSL.
Yes,
That is the business something. Left hand side.
So I wrote the letter in BSR 001. I was alone because it was period of
in the whole hall.
Yeah, the whole hall I was alone. But I wrote how many copies? 4.
4 copies.
But it's only one which is required.
One for one for church.
It's only one which is required. One for church.
One for your parents.
One for my parents.
One for your girlfriend.
One for my girlfriend. And one for myself.
One for my girlfriend.
Yeah, but now the problem was giving this one to my parents. It's never easy, my brother.
What about your girlfriend?
It was
okay. Before you come there,
yeah.
Now you made the decision. Now you are in Chuka.
Yes.
You are supposed to be now another letter by the priest in Kitui.
Yeah, my parish priest. Then my principal from secondary. Then
so you traveled back to Kitui.
Yeah, I traveled back to Kitui.
Ukamaliza hizo mambo.
Nikamaliza mambo.
By this time your parents doesn't know this.
Doesn't know, but my mother was doubting. My mother is a very strong member of CWIs.
So karibu alikuwa ameshaanza kuona
because now he knows our vocational director by then, and I told him I want to see my vocational director. So of course you know. But
the kind of discussion there
yeah
might be leading to
and as I was growing up I used to tell them
so ukapiga decision and you joined.
Yeah, I joined. Yeah, one thing I wasn't expecting, the day I went to see the vocational director, hey, my son, I want to take you for medical because you have to take some medical tests.
Ulipimwa nini?
You utapimwa kila kitu.
Kama akili iko sawa?
Akili, kama uko HIV positive.
Kama uko na ukimwi, wewe uko na?
Mimi sina, it is God bana.
Unasema ni Mungu.
Ni Mungu tu. And then I have blood pressure and this, and also to see if I'm man enough. Yeah.
Oh.
Because you don't.
Try that.
Yeah. Because you don't. You don't.
1 minute, eh?
Okay, my brother.
Let me get some drink here.
Yeah.
Predator, okay?
Yeah. You can use the Coca-Cola.
You are taking Predator. I'm taking Coca-Cola.
So guys.
So ukamua sasa ni kwenda sasa kutumikia Mungu.
Yes.
So now tell me bro. Hii kitu nasikianga, hata sikusikia naona. Watu wakienda pale hawahoi, right?
Yeah.
What about it? I think you are allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, sure.
Hakuna shida. Please ataona because I want to upload it.
Yeah.
Yeah, ni mzuri nikwambie to upload because I decided to call you here. Apart from us sharing this story, I know there's going to come a word that's going to help our people there. Because I'll tell you, we live in a society like I've done in my previous video that I've seen, our contemporary churches. Like my first one was when wakati tulipata a question now, is it being right or is it being faithful to God? Like, just to mention this, do you do abortion for you to do a white wedding in church, or do you just grow your child and tell God, this is a sin that I did, but God, I'm praying. So we are living in that society. So now to come back to you now. Sasa umemalizana na vocational director, everything is set okay. Now.
Yeah.
Now you are supposed now to tell your parents and your closest people.
Yeah. I remember my first person to tell was Abed.
Huyu Abed, unasema Abed ako na shida gani? Tumuendee.
Hapana vicheza sana but tutamtafuta. So it was Abed. I called him in my house at Chuka. Then I told him, okay, Abed, you know me. Okay.
Is that day you sent me a letter?
Yeah.
Is that day Abed was living?
It was even before I called. No, it was even before I called Abed to come. Because I knew for it was so difficult for you to come. So I told Abed, I'm not calling here to judge me. Okay?
But this is a decision, bro.
This is a decision I've made. That I've decided to join seminary and I want to become a priest.
Abed was shocked.
He was shocked. But now because I already gave him a block, like I told him, don't judge me, so
So whatever proceeded now was just normal
yeah,
discussion.
I just needed him to know like a friend because I really treasured him.
So after that, who was next?
You were next.
In that letter?
Yeah.
You sent me a good letter.
Then after that,
I've never replied to that letter until today.
yeah. After that, then I told.
But I wrote you a reply. So maybe one day I'll drop it. I have it.
Okay.
Nitakupatia tu.
Yeah. So
Tunaandikiana barua.
yeah. After that, then few friends, but they I'm a joker, of course. You know that.
Now tell me about your girlfriend. How did you inform your girlfriend?
It was difficult.
You had a girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
You were supposed to tell this girlfriend that, my dear, I love you so much, but as you put it, I've decided to be married to
At the
Jesus.
church. No. It was.
Don't mention them.
I won't. But
I know,
it was no.
I know there were several.
No, they were not several. I had one. In fact, where I'm studying at Christ the King Major Seminary, the Diocese of NYERI.
Christ is the King.
Christ the King.
Christ the King. Major Seminary.
Yeah.
In NYERI.
Yeah.
And NYERI looks to be so rooted in Catholic.
Yeah. So the lady, I can tell you from where the seminary is, it's like 3 kilometers to our home place.
So you went to study in your in-laws' place?
Yeah,
Huh?
my in-laws.
You went to study in your in-laws'
That was the human part of me. That was my human plan. But never God had a different plan for me. So I called her. But now, before I called her, I asked her, my dear, if I tell you today I want to...
Both of you were Catholics, eh?
No. She wasn't.
Oh,
That's how difficult it was for me.
Oh, he's a Protestant.
Yeah. It was really difficult for me. Because now, if she was a Catholic, it would be easy for her to understand.
That you are really
The same way it's so difficult for you to understand.
even today, I still believe maybe one day Caroline will come back.
No.
Dunge will come back.
No. There is no way. There is no way.
Bro.
It's Jesus now. No, so I called, I asked, no, suppose I tell you that I want to join seminary. That's when I started now writing the letter.
Akakwambia si ulale
No
wote
problem.
tena.
No.
Oh, in the
First,
beginning?
Yeah, she don't, no problem. I'll be very proud of you.
Because she thought
Yeah,
it's
it
never
was,
going to
it's
happen.
going to happen.
Uh-huh.
So when everything was okay,
Mm-hmm.
I called her in my one bedroom at Chuka. So I told her, now I've decided to join seminary, and now even I'm going to join the seminary in our area. She never believed it.
She's a friend from the mountain.
Yes, so she never believed it. So if you don't believe it, go and check from my cardboard. You'll see my application letters and my invitation letters to this seminary. They wasn't there. So she went to pick, but now I pray to God that Jesus, if you have really called me, help me to get through this.
Akuwe na amani.
Because I just needed her to be in peace. And then she sat on the seat and then she told me, if you make the decision, fine. And then she was bitter with me. And then she left. That's how it ended.
That's how you broke up.
That's how we broke up.
No, another girlfriend still there?
No.
Are you planning to get one?
No.
Hey, Jacob, my friend.
That's how...
You made the decision?
Yeah, serving...
And that was fine.
Serving Lord so sweet, my brother.
So now you join the
Join...
seminary. What basically happens there?
What basically happens there, it's we pray. In fact, we pray a lot. Then we study.
What do you study?
Philosophy, spiritual studies, and theology.
Leadership. Not yet.
At my age, at my stage now, I'm studying about philosophy. And philosophy is
What
love
is
of wisdom.
philosophy?
Love of wisdom.
And
Love.
I hear in philosophy there is a lot of criticism to
Very.
Christianity.
But now, you need that.
Guys like who? Who has tried to criticize, and have they succeeded in their criticism?
No. You know,
Why?
we
Like someone would ask, in a layman thinking,
language,
right? Okay, for me I'm learned, but those guys who are not learned, they will ask. Before someone invented a pi r square a formula, to calculate the area of a circle, right? I think I'm right. Who taught him so? Now, so to ask, the Bible says, in the beginning there was Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was, and nothing was made. That is John 1:1. Then in Genesis 1, we see God creating things, right? By a word of mouth, by saying, let there be. And there was something. Later in the day, God will just look at the creation and say, wow, and it is beautiful. I think I like that part of the scripture.
Mm-hmm.
The second version of creation is when God, the first one he was using word. The other one he was using maybe ants or something. Something happened in the second version of the creation. But the thing is, who brought in God?
God is a supernatural being. He was there before us.
He will be there after
He
us.
will be there after
And
us.
he is there with us today. So we cannot go and visit God.
We can't.
But when we pray, our conscience tells us that we really talk to God.
Yeah, now.
Suppose there was no Christianity today. How would you measure the world would be?
Now.
Like us in Kenya.
Yeah, now remember one thing. Too much is given, much is
required.
Much is required.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's the same way. And to ask me now, we have our ancestors or our grandfathers who never knew Christianity.
Mm.
At the end of it, how will they be judged?
Yeah.
How will they be judged?
I'm asking you the same question.
Now,
These people never went to church.
Yeah.
These people never believed in they were never taught any word. They were never prayed for. They visited shrines. And I hear in Catholic, shrine is not a bad word.
Yeah, it's not.
In the Protestant,
it's a place for prayer.
In Christianity, a shrine would mean, in Kikampa it's called a temple.
Yeah.
So this temple initially, or before, ancestors would go there, slaughter some animals, leave it there for God to come and enjoy, or just feel that ametolewa sadaka. But what happened that time, from the stories I've tried to garner from the old men, is that a big snake will come, then he eat the meat. That, okay, in the mind of the people who have sacrificed, who have offered that sacrifice, is that God is coming to take this sacrifice. But ideally, ni wanyama tu ya msituni.
This is very true. Yeah. What is the difference between
today,
time and now?
So today,
you offer your sacrifice to who?
To pastors and
no, you offer your sacrifice to God. You don't offer your sacrifice to your pastors or to anybody.
But the pastor who
but who use it? The pastors, and even
there's a pastor who said that if you don't want to give to me, I think you will pay Mungu. Weka kwa bahasha upe. So you are now too much into prayer.
Yeah.
That is one in your first and second year.
Yeah, my first and second year, only the first year, much in prayer, and now introduction to philosophy studies, and philosophy studies. Now, just the introduction part.
You are going to be there for 8 good years.
Yeah.
Bro, you deserve a clap or not a clap. 8 good years.
Yeah, but now...
studying nothing other than preaching, praying.
We don't study preaching, my brother.
Why do you study there?
Now, you study about philosophy. No, basically, I know you did philosophy 1 unit or so.
Yeah, 101 philosophy.
Yeah, it was just...
Was it 104? I think it was 104.
Like 5% of what we studied there.
But as we're just measuring on those philosophers who criticize, who want to put questions. Yeah, they want to put, like, they wanted, like in today's life, I'll tell you, like, there was an excerpt I was reading from William Mutunga. And this man, I think he's so bright. You want to put, like, not to write a Bible, so to say, but to put a church that really fits in the society. In the name, he was asking some fundamental questions. One was, we have read about Moses for over 2,000 years. Who will be the Moses of the current world? You know? Who is a John? Who is a Caleb? Who is Joshua? Not Raila. Maybe Raila is a Joshua. You want to take us to Canaan. So these questions, do they feature in your deep deep study of philosophy.
Yeah, you need to understand that when you finish your 8 years in seminary, you come to meet so different people in the world. Most learned, others who are not learned, anti-Christian, atheists. Now you need to welcome them. You need to be wise enough that you don't be a reason for them never to believe in God.
Never to enter the kingdom of God.
Yes. So this philosophy, it's open up our minds, you know. And there's a fallacy in philosophy that philosophy is there to bring argument, which is not true.
It's not about argument.
It's not about argument.
Philosophy is not about argument.
It's about widening up your mind, being logical in reasoning.
They put a yes and no questions.
Yeah, so basically that's what we do. Then after the 3 years in philosophy, we have 1 year for spiritual studies.
That's that year now.
The first year is for spiritual studies.
The first year is for spiritual studies.
Then we have 3 years for philosophy studies.
3 years that is 4 years now.
4 years now.
Until 4th year, it will be deep in philosophy. What are some of these units that you expect to
you understand about epistemology?
What is that?
Cosmology. You will understand those things slowly.
Eschatology. That is the coming of Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Then we have logic.
What is logic?
It's about logic. You study many things about logic.
Someone told me, and how much I know logic is yes or no. Is this thing true or is this thing wrong?
No, one thing with us human being, if you don't know, there's one of my formators who shall tell us, in a class of fools you can teach anything.
In a class of
fools
you can
teach anything.
In a class of fools you can teach anything.
No, you can.
Those guys who are fools, you can just be told anything.
No, you don't know about our Catholic culture. I can tell you anything about our Catholic church. Then you believe.
No, my wife is around.
You believe. No, leave your wife.
My wife is around and she's a Catholic. I know she's going to.
She was.
Yeah, sure.
So,
but let me ask you, what kind of a belief that tells people that a wife or a lady is the one to change? Is it the faith or what? Then join the man's one.
It's not.
Okay, for me I feel my wife has to change it, you know.
It's an African analogy.
It's a setup from Africa.
Yeah, but now the wife of when the wife was Eve, he was a companion to the man. The man wasn't the companion to Eve.
Sorry, come up again.
Eve was companion to
a woman is a companion to a man.
Not the man companion to the
man.
woman.
Is not a companion to the woman.
Wow. Understand?
So in that kind of setup, then you expect the woman to change.
Yeah, to change.
Woman is a companion to the man.
And
not the vice versa.
Yeah, and just to use our normal logic. Now, if you are totally divided, you go to a different church, she goes to a different church. Even your kids,
you confuse
your kids, you are going to confuse them. For the sake of the Christianity, and for the sake of the faith of the kids.
So, now back to school. First year spiritual studies.
Yes.
3 years for philosophical studies.
Yes. 4 years for theology studies. Bible.
That is up to 8th year.
8th year.
Wow.
Then after that, now it depends on the diocese. We have dioceses which will ordain you immediately after school. We have some others will give you 1 year for experience outside.
So you are looking forward to become the next NYERI of this country. Bishop, is it Bishop or Archbishop?
Archbishop, but
Archbishop
of
Doctor.
In our church, we don't recognize those titles.
Okay, it's Archbishop NYERI.
NYERI
not once actually, for a very long time served in Kitui.
Yeah, he's a great guy and he inspired me a lot. But now I'm not going to be like him because I don't compare my Christianity with anybody else. My Christianity is with mine.
But he's a good man.
He's a good man.
That's very good. I remember those times when we were in school, And the girls liked him so much.
Yeah, he was really bright. This guy is really bright.
But you know, he was very handsome that day.
Yeah.
He was very handsome. He was young. This is.
But now you are.
He's a hot man.
You'll. If Christ or Jesus
Don't talk
called,
bad. Eh?
No. I want to tell you something.
You know, that's a great man of God.
Yeah. I want to tell you. God does not call.
Ugly.
Yeah. And even if you are ugly and God calls you, you become a bit handsome automatically.
You become handsome.
Yeah.
So, bro, after 8 years, you're going to finish you're going to complete your studies. Those in school. You told me there are some dioceses that will ordain you
After 2 years, yeah.
others after 2 years. Now you'll become a priest. You'll be given a church.
No.
Uh-huh.
For us, we're not given a certain church specifically.
You are sent to an area.
An area. That area, it has around
Currently here, the priest who is here, I know he doesn't know me, but he once had me in Tomo when I was very young.
Yeah.
Cosmas Ndumbi.
Ndumbi is not here. He's at another
Karega. Karega is not.
parish.
What?
Kazana is just mixed.
Kasera is not just. He
He's
was
he's a gentleman.
alikuwa anafanyia watu wengine sherehe, I think it was on Friday in town.
For him to come here, he has to ask permission from.
No, ilikuwa sherehe, ilikuwa tu.
It doesn't matter.
Ilikuwa restaurant.
It doesn't matter. For him to come here, he has to ask permission from the parish priest here. You have given.
I'm going to be in an hotel. It was an hotel. It was not a church.
But now, where is that hotel is? It's the same way as telling me Biden to come in an hotel in Nairobi and who is not aware. So you are given a certain area to serve. That area has,
you manage.
And you find that it has two.
From hotels?
No.
But he was in an hotel.
It's an event. It's
yes.
A church event which was in the hotel. Yes.
Cosmos is a friend of mine.
Exactly.
But doesn't know me anyway. So, after you are ordained, now you become a priest.
Yeah.
It means you can now serve.
You can now serve.
You can administer
masses
and
weddings
and give that a sacrament.
Yeah, but we have stages, in seminary. We have lectures.
I want to see you, bro, when you are bishop, when you are before bishop is what? Priest then?
The most important is for you to become a priest. The rest.
Yeah, there are so many priests here, but I want you. I pray. That's why I pray. Yeah, I pray that you become a priest, then you advance to deacon.
No, you start with deacon.
Start with the deacon. Now you are deacon.
Yeah, no, I'm just a seminarian.
Before you are altar boy.
Yeah. Before you become a priest, you'll become a lecturer. Definitely someone who reads.
A catechist or
no, catechist is it's a layman. Someone just to teach.
Okay, so basically from where you are now, a seminarian.
A seminarian, then a seminarian to a deacon.
A deacon
To a priest.
Deacon is when you completed your studies, and you have not been ordained.
Yes, you have been ordained to a faculty of a deacon, just a servant, to serve the priest.
Then you'll be ordained again.
Again as
now the priest. Like that man from our area
he's a priest now.
He has served as a seminarian.
As a deacon.
Served as a deacon.
In fact, for 2 years.
And he's a very good man.
You know
him. Moya.
Yes.
He's got the other name is Pietro.
Which one?
The one from Mutombo. That young man I was telling you is usually around here.
Oh no.
Amos. Yeah, Amos. Very good gentleman. So after now you are a priest.
Then now the call is for you to be a priest.
That's enough.
Now being those other faculties, now they depend with other things.
I want to see you when you are a bishop. I want to see you when
my brother, most important, pray to God to see me as a priest.
That thing is very enjoyable. I've seen the Catholic bishop here has a very good house, has a very good office. You know, he's driven in a very good, and I think they also have some security.
No.
But they have good cars.
Yeah.
The office is good.
Yeah.
You really see. Wow,
even
this is God.
The
This is God.
houses for priests are good.
They are very wonderful. So after bishop now you become archbishop.
Yeah, after
now
bishop,
you're given a region.
A region, yeah. Archbishop is like a
Like
province.
how many archbishop you have in Kenya?
In Kenya, we have 4.
One
We
from
have-
NYERI.
We have 5. We have the apostolic administrator to Pope. The Pope is the general, the head. He has an
The one in
administrator
Rome.
In Rome, he has an administrator in Kenya. So that one is an archbishop. Then we have the archbishop from Nairobi. Then we have the archbishop,
The one in Nairobi now is who?
Philip Anyolo, Archbishop Philip Anyolo.
Where is the other woman?
Which one? Mwati.
No, Ogide.
Yes.
Ogide is a bishop.
Yes.
Aha.
Now we have Anyolo for Nairobi.
Archbishop Anyolo.
Yes.
Okay.
We have Archbishop Anthony Mweria for NYERI. We have Archbishop.
Mweria is not like a pope in Kenya. He is everywhere.
Then we have Archbishop Maurice Mwatia for Kisumu Archdiocese.
Mwatia, okay.
Then we have Archbishop Martin Kivuva from Mombasa.
Oh, you have a man.
Yes.
Oh, a Campbell man.
Yes.
Aha. So we have 5.
We have 5.
So Kitui is covered under NYERI.
No, Kitui is under Nairobi
Kitui in
Metropolitan. Now we call it Nairobi Metropolitan.
We are in the metropolitan.
No, yes, Nairobi.
Kitui, guys, we are
Then-
at the metro.
Yeah, then Nyeri Metropolitan, Kisumu Metropolitan.
Oh, they are called
Mombasa,
metropolitans.
Yeah,
Ah.
Mombasa Metropolitan.
So, bro, where do you see yourself now after now completion of the school? Let me go to school. What do you want to achieve? What really do you want to impact into the society?
No, my brother, you need to understand, and I know you know my background a lot. What I achieved in my studies specifically, it was because of help of other people in the society. Both people who know my parents and even others who don't know. And when I chose to become a priest, when I decided to say yes to that call, I had one vision or one thing which really pushed me. Now, your priority as a family man is your family, priority number 1. The society will come as priority number 2. But now, in my plan or in my setup, I want the society to be priority number 1. Let the rest.
You want service to society be your priority number one.
See, now I want to serve the people first. The rest will come. So
What is the rest? You have no rest.
I have my family. I have my dad. I have my young ones.
But you've already left them.
I have not left them. I've sacrificed the life I could live.
This
The society. They are part of the society.
Now let's define this sacrifice. It comes with one, not marrying.
Yeah.
You want to go into have children.
Yeah. Why? Simply because you need to detach.
You need to be very free.
Yeah, very free. Now assume
You're not going to.
like now.
Actually, let me tell you. As from the other side of Protestant, the only thing that I wouldn't use the word discourage, but the only situation that we found very difficult is for these men of God not to marry, to be able to marry.
Now, is marriage a key, or is marriage, the key to get eternal life?
What is the eternal life?
No.
Going to the kingdom of God.
Yeah.
Paul says somewhere. Okay, we are not going to open any discussion.
Yeah.
But I'm going to mention something that Paul says that if you cannot manage, badala ya kuwaka moto, wewe tu.
It's very specific. If you can't,
So there are
it
people
means
who can.
if you can, and it's not for you to decide if I can or not.
It's God
It's
who.
God.
Uh-huh.
And God
So
will
you-
call you and will give you the strength to manage that.
Sure. Amen.
Yes.
Do you say amen there?
Yes, we do. Amen.
So you are going to have society and people as your first priority in service, and then next you can look at your other.
Yeah, maybe.
At your
Yeah,
other
sure.
things. Wow.
So the reason that I chose is now that I don't want to be engaged. I don't want to be attached to specific people. Because now if I
you don't
get-
want to be sent to your own family. You want to have people.
because the achievement I've made in my academics specific, is because of help of someone who even doesn't know me or maybe doesn't know my parents. So I also want to serve and to help other people. Those I'm not related, I even don't know. Yeah.
Wow, very wonderful. Now I want us to finish. I want us to finish it, bro. So now people who leave. Kuna watu wanashinda wanatoroka.
Yeah.
And you told me in the beginning that
you don't fit in the society.
This decision is not reversal.
Yeah.
It has no.
Yeah, it was just lack of a better word.
But there are people who really excuse themselves.
Yes.
What happens to them?
I
know of two,
yeah.
Other women.
Yeah. Now,
one has gotten a child that I think she's 40. Another one, okay, sijui miaka yake. Okay, ule niambia kwa 40. Ule tunajuana. The other one I met her during the COVID time. I don't know exactly years, but she's young. She cannot go more than not beyond 30, 34, 33.
Yeah. Now, you can fit into society. I just use lack for a better word at that moment.
Like
but
it's
now,
not encouraged.
It is not. It's not good. One, the perspective you have in the society, if a seminarian or even a religious lady or man lives the religious life, you'll think that it's because of ladies that sort. There's that perspective that there's that name ex-seminarian. That's why you never feel comfortable.
Ex-seminarian.
Yeah.
Alienda akashindwa. Alienda
We,
akatoroka.
Tulijua haezi.
Alienda akakuwa pregnant. Ameshindwa na kutulia sababu ya wanawake.
Yeah. Things do happen. The 8 years you are given
is for you to really make a decision.
Yes. For you to make.
Suppose you come out at first year, no problem.
No problem. Even at the 8th year, no problem.
But there will be, society will ridicule. There will be ridicule.
You'll feel it. It's like now.
So where would I talk?
For me.
Unaomba Mungu usitoke.
Yeah. And I always God, even if He has not called me, let Him call me because I'm desperate to be called.
Hapo kwa miaka 8 mpatane.
No, tupatane.
But you are in a good shape, bro. Haujaanza kuweka ile
it's just a liturgical.
This is called collar shirt.
Yeah, collar. You
collar,
have the white collar. It's a clerical shirt.
So you put.
Yeah.
As in Protestant, when you are a pastor, mere pastor, you cannot have this one until you are the level of a reverend.
No, for us, when you're serving the altar, it is encouraged to be in it.
To be in collar.
Yes.
So naomba Mungu usiwaioache.
Yeah, because
so
I tell you, for the 2 years
I told you we are finishing,
Yeah.
What happened to that girlfriend of yours who banned? Mwenye alichoma nyumba na kaenda. My wife is very laughing at you. She's very happy about this. No, what happened about your girlfriend?
I don't know.
Actually, can I tell you? All the stories that I've always wanted to ask you. One of them is this one.
But now I don't know. I think 6 years from now. 6 years when we last time.
6 years from now? No, it can't be 6 years. I think it's 4 years.
When I last talked to her, I think 6.
6 years, now we are in 2022.
2022.
6 years, you mean 2017, 2016?
Yeah. Yes, 2017.
2016, I was in Chuka University. You didn't have that girlfriend, right? Umekuwa na msichana juzi.
No, it was.
Huyu mwenye ameenda akaandika hadi kwa magazini akasema kijana wangu ameomoka.
This was campus life. I don't like to talk about it.
What happened to that? That's a very interesting story, guys.
Yeah, it's a story for another day. Yes.
So we are here.
Yeah.
All of them.
And it is very
okay.
possible.
All of them, I mean, one after the other. Not 8, not 10.
Yeah, and it's very much possible. I always.
What do they say about you? Like you talk?
I don't. We don't. Not because of any reason, but I don't. I distract from that.
But your nature of communicating, this is very difficult. I've had you receive phone, then the first one is, hello priest.
Yeah, you
Who
know,
would tolerate that?
it's
Who would want to be called a priest and
the same way. Now let me
Mom
tell you,
of
my
God.
brother. The same way is priesthood. The same way when you got married, you had to cut off all your female close friends. You had to cut off. The same way is the priesthood.
Now. Sasa imeangusha sasa.
Yeah.
You know the house that you are in now today.
Yes.
You know my wife for some time.
Yeah.
and the friends to my wife.
Yes.
No, the other one. Sikuja umkumbushe yule rafiki yako girlfriend yake alienda wapi?
What was the friend to your wife, What was this?
Ile siku nilisema tuliwekewa mafuta.
Yeah, mafuta ya taa.
Tuliwekewa mafuta kwa taa. I was this guy. Then we feel this our girlfriend and
friend to your girlfriend. She wasn't my girlfriend.
Your crush.
Yes, that's the point. She was my crush.
someone.
What was her name, brother?
Liz.
Liz. Ah,
No.
everybody muita Liz. So people are not making mistake. Liz Mweni.
Yeah, I think the last time I talked to you is when they were at Chuka.
You are very desperate for that girl.
No,
You almost cried one day.
You pushed me to her.
Hii takatwa sasa.
You pushed.
Thank you for your time, bro. I think
I
we've really had a good time.
Yeah.
We've really talked a lot. One thing that I appreciate with you is that you've been able to, to, as you put it, to detach,
Yes.
to cut, and then you immerse, let me use that spiritual word, umejitumbukiza kwa Yesu Kristo. Your service to Christ, and no one for sure, is going to be a very good milestone in your family. I like it when you say that your priority, you're going to be to the people. In our society, we tend to believe that it is politicians who should really help people. People tend to forget about religious leaders. They forget about other, there are other segments of society, like we have economists, we have sociologists, we have all these people, if they just deny themselves, not completely, but at least give one hand to the society, I think we are going to have a society that is corrected. Today, you look at the emerging issues, and you find there's a lot in our society. Kids are becoming so naughty very young, so quickly. 13 years, 10 years, tutameza. Okay, si mbaya, but the kind of society that we're living in, people have neglected, like parents, society, religious people. So many people have not done their roles. So when you tell me that you want to give first priority to serving people, then that is very encouraging. Asante sana kwa kukuja, bro.
Thank you, and nashukuru. One, you find words. You need to understand the society is changing, and we need you need educated people in the church, because you're dealing also with educated people with the congregation. So it doesn't mean that when you are learned, you can't serve God. You can still serve.
This is a big challenge now to people out there.
It's for us. You need to understand
That service to God is not left for those who maybe have failed in school. Even learning people need to serve God.
You need to serve God.
God also needs bright people.
Sure.
God needs people who are passing the exams.
We need to.
Wow.
We need
Because
to,
I understand, in your class, you probably could be the only one who are going to undergraduate studies.
yeah, sure. Yes.
That's a great challenge. A great challenge.
So thank you for calling me.
You're much welcome, bro.
Thank you for
So
sharing.
in 1 minute, ambia wa mafans kitu, ambia wa subscribe na waendelee kutazama video zetu.
Yeah, so my guys, this is FM show. Subscribe to this channel. The least you can do, just subscribe. Thank you.